images of you. Can you please give Brady's Instagram story a letter grade?
I give it an A.
Do you really?
But Skip Bayless told me I thought Tom Brady didn't pay attention. Skip Bayless had tried to tell me for the better part of 5 years, Tom Brady is nothing like you, Shannon. You're talking about how you would handle things. I say, Skip Bayless, I'm telling you how athletes handle things. No, not Tom Brady. Everything that I said, he put in there. So Tom Brady, so now, can you give me a little credit? Say, Shannon, you own to something. You're right. Just go ahead and say it.
Right about what?
When I tell you, I say, Skip, this is how Tom Brady feels about this. He won't say, the only difference between Tom Brady and Shannon Sharpe, 7 Super Bowls, him being a better player than me aside, is that I will tell you exactly. I don't give you cliches and golly gee whiz. You know exactly what Shannon Sharpe is thinking. You know exactly where Shannon Sharpe is standing. Tom Brady gives you these cliches. Everything that was said, he put in this IG story because Tom Brady is more like most athletes than not.
Well, when has he ever said any of this? When has he ever fired back publicly at any of these issues?
Skip, that's my point. I'm saying just because he doesn't fire back.
He sees everything.
But that's what I've been trying to tell you. You just tell me that's me. That's how I would react.
I told you he is motivated by the slightest of slights, just the way Michael Jordan was. So I also give this an A because all of a sudden, the wolf inside took off some of his sheep's clothing, and he let fly in this. And it's a little bit between the lines.
No, it's not.
But by Brady's standards, by his non-committal, non-controversial, aw shucks, gee whiz, I'm going to duck and dodge every question. By those standards, this is laying it out on the line because he just won his 7th Super Bowl, and he said, okay, watch this.
Right.
I'm assuming he's got a full-time social media person who did this for him. But this was clever. It was funny. It was edgy. And it was actually, dare I say, transparent for Tom Brady because you could see what he thinks about a lot of things. So I start off with the phrase playoff MF Lenny. Well, I love that because that's what he thinks of Leonard Fournette. That when it's time to shine, that young man rose and shone.
Because we didn't see this Leonard Fournette very much in the regular season. We saw a different.
We did not.
Playoff Rondo versus regular
and I never saw, so to speak, playoff Lenny at LSU. When they ran into that stanker in Tuscaloosa, he stank.
Think about how many times, Skip, he broke tackles and got touchdowns. He caught a touchdown. Was that against Green Bay? Or maybe New Orleans. He caught the touchdown against New Orleans.
He caught the low ball.
So we saw aspects of Leonard Fournette's game that we hadn't seen since he was in the NFL.
I told you going into Sunday's game, I thought he would be the X factor, and man, did he not have impact on that game running.
He ran hard,
And that one burst where he broke away, he can beast mode you, man, because he's, I don't know what he weighs, 240, 250?
245,
right? Okay, so they stumbled onto something, and I'm sure Brady helped relight the fire under Leonard because he named him playoff Lenny. MF Lenny. Okay? I love that. And then I love the little shots at Mahomes between the lines of, ooh, that doesn't look comfortable. Why he's getting crushed by Sue and JPP. Okay, that's funny to me because I'm sure it wasn't comfortable to get crushed, right?
No.
And Tom didn't get crushed one time in the game. He got sacked once.
Well, first of all, Tom Brady gonna already be on the ground. He ain't gonna be there. He see a situation like that, Skip. You just got to touch him down because he ain't taking a shot.
I loved it. So he's taking a little bit of a shot at the quote-unquote baby goat, like, that's where you wound up, and I was standing up.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, and then my favorite of all was our man Devin White, breakout star of the postseason on defense. He is actually mocking Tyreek's borrowing of Shannon Sharpe's on the phone calling for help, right? Call for help. And you did that back when?
In
that was
96.
1996 against?
The Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yes, in their stadium. Yep.
Here it is.
Help is on the way. Help is on the way, I promise you. They're coming. Help is on the way. Help is on the way.
And what had you just done to the Patriots?
We beat the brakes off them. We beat them like 34-8, 34-9.
And I know you know your stats.
No, I didn't do. TD ran wild on them. They wanted to double me. They didn't want me to do anything because they didn't want me to talk. So TD had like probably $150 on them.
Okay, didn't you originally get
I picked up. Well, it started, Skip, because I was out of the game. So I was like halfway through the fourth quarter, maybe the start of the fourth quarter. So I was out of the game. And you know how the Patriots fans are. Hey, Sharp. Ben Coates was on the team. Was Ben there? I think Ben was there. Coates is better than you. Ben Coates is a good friend of mine. I was like, oh, you know what? I got something for y'all. And so I just picked the phone up. I had any idea that, NFL Films was rolling. I was just having fun with the fans in the stands. And next thing I know, it goes everywhere. And so...
Weren't you calling the National Guard?
I called the National Guard. Yeah. We're in Boston, I just figured, it would be fitting. But, Skip, it just goes to show you, he keeps
and by the way, just for the perspective of this, Tyreek borrowed that at Tampa. 10 weeks before the Super Bowl.
He did.
When he went off for 203 yards receiving in the first quarter. On Carlton Davis.
He did.
And he mocked he borrowed it.
He borrowed it.
He paid homage to it.
What it shows you, Skip, is that he takes notes of everything that is said about him.
No.
Because, like I said, even if he doesn't hear it, he has people that hears it, clips, paste it. This is what such and such said. Okay, play it. This is what such and such wrote. Let me see it. Everything that you see, he didn't make that up. That was actually said. It was actually done. And so all he did, okay, at the end of the day, he who laughed last, laughed loudest.
That is correct.
Okay, guess what? All them no-look passes and all that barring the phrases.
Didn't matter, right? Look who won.
Look at me.
That's what he was saying.
Look at me.
But it took winning your 7th ring, more than any franchise in the NFL.
You got to win, Skip, to have the last, and he won.
Okay. So the music, which we can't play on this show, on this air, was all throwbacks to sort of early 2000s rap and rock, probably his faves.
But if you know, no, the last one, Skip, where he's standing, he used 50 Cent. Many men have wished death on me. He said many people want to see Tom Brady go away.
Well, one just spoke right there across from me.
I want to see it go away.
Yeah.
I don't want him to walk away.
I want somebody 4 years.
I want somebody to beat him and make him go away. Don't walk away. I don't want to see him walk away because he done won so much. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of beating everybody down. Somebody need to beat him and make him call it a night.
Well, the 50 Cent little shout out was maybe aimed at you.
I always do. No. Like I said, Skip, I want somebody to beat him.
You've wished many deaths.
I always do death, though.
Quote unquote, figurative deaths.
No.
Right? A couple. Maybe, let's see, we've been on for 5 years, 5 times.
Maybe I wish he had bad diarrhea in the traffic,
one of those.
Traffic light or something like that. That's about the extent of it.
I got it.
But Skip, you know what, Skip? I want somebody to beat Tom Brady. I don't want him to walk away. I don't like to see a guy just walk away because he's like, you know what, I've accomplished everything. No, you got to beat that man. Make him hang up the cleats.
Feel it
you will get that opportunity.
Because when he's playing like this and he's winning
don't walk
at this
away.
level, it's kind of hard to see him.
Y'all got to do a